And then I'm sure there's going to be a party tomorrow called The Last. Yes. That's my people. Shout out all my Trinis out there, you know what I mean? All right, listen, it's Urbanpreneur Mondays. We've had, this is our third guest. Sometimes, you know what, you just have so many people doing amazing things, and you just got to get them in. So we got the Mind.Body.1. Did I say it right?
Yes, the Mind.Body.1, that's correct, sir.
What does the Mind.Body.1 stand for?
Well, Mind.Body.1, basically, we're a business that work on improving your brain function through exercise.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
So basically, we have these different unique exercises that involve thinking while moving. So you're not only just working.
Dope. Okay, listen, we go on Instagram Live right now. Corty Face International. Let's pop off that Instagram Live, Carnival Girl, and let's talk about this, all right? Let's get back in the mix with Mr. Mauricio right now. Hey, Papa_Keith. Papa_Keith. Corty Face, we ready?
Yeah, I'm just going to show the video.
All right, the Mind.Body.1. So the mind and the body being as one. Is there weed involved in this?
No. That's a route that we might explore, but maybe in the future, bro. I think the
Like a smoothie joint, you know what I mean?
Research may show that, but as of now, we're not sure.
So, tell me how this all came about.
So basically, I came up with this concept after doing my master's and bachelor's in exercise science and psychology. So I said I wanted to bring the two fields together, and I didn't know how. At first, I was doing the fitness thing. I got my certification. I was just doing regular workouts. Me and my partner are former collegiate D1 athletes in track.
Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to schools and all.
One time for the Wildcats, Bethune, Cookman University.
Hill Toppers, Western Kentucky.
All right.
So yeah, so basically after I finished sports, I want to stay in the field. But the mental side was always something I knew I wanted to do because I've always been one of those mentally tough type of people who never back down.
What's your heritage?
I'm African American descent. So yeah, I don't really know anything outside of that. I'm one of those.
Where's from? Where your parents from?
Born and raised Deerfield Beach, Florida.
Okay, Florida boy.
Whole family. Shout out to my mom, Rhonda. My dad, Fred, by the way.
That's what's up.
They're a big part of this being here right now.
That's awesome, man.
So yeah, so basically the turning point when I finally said how I can bring them together. Unfortunately, my great grandmother, she died of Alzheimer's, and I really.
That is so crazy. We're doing actually a walk for Alzheimer's. I gotta tell you about it.
I definitely would like to know more about
Yeah,
that.
we're doing one in Broward and one in Dade that I'm involved
Definitely
in.
want to be a part of that.
Love to be a part of that, for sure.
So yeah, so she passed in 2015, and it really hit me because this disease doesn't get a lot of attention. So I said, what can I do? And I looked up research that showed that exercise in itself can help with Alzheimer's treatment.
This is so dope.
So
Wow, this is so dope.
So I kept researching. I spent hours and hours, 3 o'clock in the morning, just looking at stuff. And eventually I said, instead of just having general exercise be a treatment, why not make the exercise make you think as well? Because the research shows that not only should you exercise, but you should do something for the mind afterwards, like read a book or study. But let's be real.
Who's doing that?
Right.
I actually teach and I ask my students, what's the book you read outside of class? They say none.
Right.
So I said, instead of saying, okay, work out for 45 minutes and let's go do some reading.
Right.
Let's make the exercise themselves make you think. Memorization.
So give me an example of how this works.
So basically, I actually brought some equipment with me, but I'll give you a brief example. Okay, sure.
Yeah, let's go.
So basically, for example, we'll have lights that have colors that come up. And basically what will happen is you have to react either to the lights lighting up or the order. So for example, red, yellow, green, blue. The lights will be set up about 2-3 feet apart from each other. And as they light up in that order, so you have to shuffle red, find yellow, yellow, green. You got to remember the order.
Okay. Like Simon Says, like that.
Everyone compares is very similar to that.
Okay,
So basically, while you're having to move, because think about it, moving itself takes energy. You huffing and puffing, but now you got to remember while doing that, your brain don't want to do that. But we're making it, so we're forcing a stressful state. So you're like, okay, handling pressure. That's one aspect.
Yeah.
Now also, you got to remember, so that's another aspect. And then it gets you tired, so you're getting better condition because that heart rate will go up. So that's basically the gist of.
And all these things correlating to everyday life, to quick decisions, stressful states, all those things.
Absolutely. So what made y'all really, is there a blueprint for this already and you're just doing your version of it? Like what really, what really got you to this point?
So basically, the blueprint would be, like I said, the research that exercise can help the brain. So I didn't invent that concept. That's been researched for years.
Right.
But when I said, let me make the exercise itself the actual cognition while thinking, while working out, I took that and ran with it to another direction because, like I said, these lights you see, I didn't invent those. But basically, the way I use them is different. We're using them in a different way than...
It's implementing both sides of the cognitive thinking and the fitness aspect, putting them into one.
That's really, really dope. So what's the benefits? We understand that this can help with Alzheimer's based on the exercise and then also using your mind. What are the benefits that people can get from doing this style?
I'll give you a perfect example that I like to use a lot. As adults and everyone else, we tend to stress ourselves out, whether it's, traffic stressing us out, we've got a deadline at work, school exams, all these things are going on. With that, how can I put this to kind of make you understand? With that, if you train that way, then you go back into your everyday life, your body's going to use that stress as positivity. It remembers, oh, I trained with Nick, and I was in a positive state when I did this. Now it correlates it back to when you're
muscle memory and remembering how. Okay, so I get that because I always like to say I live stress-free.
Train the way you live.
Stress is man-made, meaning that you bring stress upon yourself. So obviously you can control it. If you're bringing it, you can not bring it, and you won't be stressed. You know what I mean?
I know how to adapt to it.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
I
mean, ultimately what you're doing is you're adapting to it, because stress, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But you're just not going to allow it to affect you.
Handle it a lot
the
better.
way others may allow it to affect
just like
them.
a muscle. If you lift a weight, the more you lift it, guess what? The muscle's going to grow. So the more you put yourself in these alternating stressful situations, have to react, guess what? It may not be a real life situation.
Is this thing set up to work?
Yeah, it's already ready. You want to
There you go.
No, I'm not. But hold up. Well, I want to talk first, and then I'm going to direct y'all to go over there, and we'll go Facebook Live with it. And not Facebook Live, IG Live with it, and let people see. So how did you two connect?
College, 2 teammates at Bethune-Cookman. I went there for 2 years before I transferred, and we clicked the best.
All right, and this was something that you both were discussing.
Yeah, all the time.
For how long?
Yeah. Well, 10 years now.
Well, we've known each other or this concept?
This concept.
Well, this concept. So what happened after we both graduated, he went to train for pro track. I gave up my sprinting and football.
Sprinter?
Yeah, sprinter.
What was your specialty?
100, 200, 4x1.
Okay, cool.
I was a long jumper, but football was my thing. But neither of them worked out. So when I finished school, he was still training to go for the Rio Olympics. And I was like, hey, man, I'm doing this training thing. I got these ideas. So at that point, it was just, okay, you're my friend, I'm gonna support you, what do you need me to do? So I sent him some books, read up on it, but it never really grew then until I came across the research from my great-grandma.
Gotcha.
And then that's when it took off.
Yeah. Were you able to implement those things in your training for the Olympics?
Yeah, he was my strength and conditioning coach, so a lot of those things I was already using.
How'd you fare out there?
Amazing. He was my strength and conditioning coach and my sight coach, so I would call him before track meets, and he would get my mind ready, tell me little exercises that I had to do, because I feel like my downfall with track was the head part. I was a head case. Like, I had the talent, but I would get nervous in races and things like that.
Me too. I was a sprinter too. Yeah. You're gonna laugh at me, but I couldn't get off the blocks, man.
That's not funny.
So I could not get off the blocks. So believe it or not, my perfect race, because I grew up in New York, was the Indo 300. They don't have 300 out here. Yeah. It's 1, 2, and then you go to 4.
It's enough to sprint, but not.
Yeah, because you start off in the mud, you staggered, and you start off, and it was just perfect for me. Because the 200, still, you got to come out the block, so it was still a little too fast for me. And then the 400, I had asthma, so I was done for.
The last 100 meters,
I was like the rabbit. When them dogs race, I was the rabbit. I'll jump out there, and I get mopped. The 300, I would eat every time. But it was just only indoor.
I'm a long jumper. I don't do nothing more than 60 feet.
Hold on. That's funny.
God, they did 300 up there. That's 500 too, don't y'all?
No. It was a 3 for sure. It was 3. It was 1, 2, 3, 4.
800.
I think it might have been a 6, then an 800.
Oh, 600. That's what it is.
Hey, sorry, Mo. I'm in such deep conversation with the Mind.Body.1 team here. You good, brother? And once you hit up Mr. Mauricio, make sure you hit me up right here, because I got tickets for you to check out The Weeknd We've been talking about the weekend, man. He's going to be in town, and I got your tickets. Hit us up right now at 866-964-BEAT. Caller number 10. You're going to be checking out the weekend concert. Also automatically registered to watch the weekend concert at the Beat Suite, courtesy of your Boa Law Group with your boy Papa Keith. It's going to be a great look. So if you want to check out the weekend, hit us up right now. The Mind.Body.1 in the building representing. Now, tell us exactly how does that work? Like, what do you try to accomplish with the mind, body being one?
Basically, we're looking to, one, help your brain function in stressful states. Because in everyday life, you got to function in a situation where you're not at your best.
Well, I always tell people that I believe stress is self-induced, man-made, and stuff like that. So you're basically saying a way to deal with stress a lot better.
Yes.
That's
Through your training.
Yes.
sir. First and foremost.
That's amazing. So you have a little concoction here, right?
Yeah.
So could you explain this thing that you brought in our studio?
So
That looks like
basically-
a traffic light.
So basically, they're called fit lights. So they've been used for years in MLB. Steph Curry uses this a lot. So it's nothing we invented, but how we use them is the difference. So what I do with it, I add in different cognitive effects such as memory. So for example, I would tell you to remember 4 colors: red, yellow, green, blue. So what will happen is the lights will light up those 4 colors, but in different orders every time you deactivate them by touching them. So when you touch them, you have to shuffle side to side to do it. So now you're moving. So that's where the stress comes in, because you got to think, you got to move, you got to react. That's kind of our slogan: think, react, move. So by doing this, it makes your stature a little uneasy. So therefore, it'll carry over, because the brain is just like a muscle. You train it to be calm and smooth and operate in a good state under this condition, it'll carry over to the real world.
Like Aaron Rodgers in that pocket.
Exactly.
Green Bay Packers, man.
Exactly. And
All right.
this is perfect.
Well, let's go. I want you guys to go over there. I'm not running around in my
Oh, come on, Papa. Keep
Nah,
getting on
you ain't gonna have. Yeah, that's what I told us, like Simon, but I'm not getting up there doing it like a jackfruit.
So basically,
Not that you're a jackfruit, but
it's all great.
you're a professional, exactly. All right, go to my Instagram Live, see how it works. Search Papa_Keith on Instagram, and we'll be right back, because I got to get me call number 10. It's going down the weekend live.
All right, so basically, they're gonna light up. Start it for me. I'm gonna have to get them in order.
So they'll light up for him. It'll give him a 3-count light, like red, yellow, green,
light.
just like a traffic light. Then all lights will pop up.
Damn, he's doing 5 lights?
Yep.
Well,
So
they're gonna switch. Well, they're gonna switch up. So you'll see.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta be quick. Now they're pretty close. I usually do them further, but to get the idea. So red, yellow, green, blue. So they change. Red, yellow,
So
blue.
now he has to react, move, remember
Red,
those colors and everything.
green, blue.
And the beauty in it is,
So I gotta change
that
direction.
way we'll see live time what he's doing, what he's
man.
You see
missing,
how quick I do
reaction
it?
and everything.
If I miss a light, I gotta be quick so you're getting your heart rate up.
Show that one.
So I gotta keep moving. Now I'm in a decent shape, but hear my breath kind of getting winded. Now, so I'm thinking, and the more you do it, the more time you get. And commonly, what happens with my clients is as they get more tired, get more lazy, and they start missing lights. That's where the real work comes in.
Gotcha.
Because it's easy to do it when you're fresh.
Combination of it and everything. Yep.
And you see, those that T-blend. I had a heart rate on. I probably had 100 beats, 150.
And this is just a couple feet apart. They're usually spread out a little bit
So
further.
you have more to
Yeah.
move. So it's
And this
even
is
more.
one aspect. We actually have different drills.
So how does it start off? Because I missed that part. So does one of them show you the different color orders?
It
No,
don't show
I
the-
give it to you.
Yeah,
So I'll be
we'll
like,
give it to you.
I'll pick it. So red,
Oh.
I can say green, blue, yellow, red. So I change it up too because I want you to get used to it.
Right,
obviously.
right.
And these switch orders too. Therefore, you're not going to get familiar with the pattern.
Got
So
you.
it's always changing.
And we talked about that stressful state. So how we could do that with this is, you remember red, yellow, green, blue at that time. What we'll do, I'll have our
Throw a ball
trainer
at him or
Nate
something?
go, yeah, they'll throw a ball at me.
Oh,
So now you're
yeah,
stressed, like,
yeah.
oh, every time he missed a light, he threw a ball at me. I don't want to miss now. You're super
Right,
stressed.
right,
You're
I'm
right.
actually
training this
working
way.
with an MMA fighter, Dustin Poirier. Shout out Dustin. I'm actually going to be with him later tonight at American Top Team Creek. And he's preparing for a fight. He's number 8 in the world right now in MMA, lightweight division. So he's been doing these drills and he loves them because the edge in boxing or MMA, you always got something coming at you, left, right.
Counter react.
He knocked out of your composure very quickly. He admitted that it's one of his weaknesses that he wants to work on in this training we've been doing for weeks. We got about 5 more weeks to the fight, November 11th. So we're looking to get him ready to.
All right.
knock out Anthony
So
Pettis.
do you guys have like a studio or a place? Let's
Yeah,
come back
yeah.
here so that you can be
Yes,
in
we can.
the
That's
Facebook
good.
Live.
That's good. Well, I'll start it off. So, to answer your question, yes, we do have a
You sure you
location.
don't need some
I'm good.
Get this
oxygen mask, some water?
Hey, just showing you though, I'm a former elite level athlete in this guy, so you know you can get this work people at home. But yeah, so the main goal of our business, we deal with more so like, for example, Jason Taylor Foundation. I don't know if you're familiar with them. We're working with them in their kids program, addiction centers, Alzheimer's homes. So that's our general goal. But we also have a facility in Boca Raton, and Dante will explain a little bit.
Yeah, so we do have a facility in Boca Raton on Glaze Avenue. I just moved up here from Orlando,
Okay,
so bear with me, but Glaze and Boca Raton. Let me tell you a little bit about the classes too. We hold up to about 6 to 8 people in the class. Class is about an hour long. We give everyone in the class heart rate monitors.
You're doing that for an hour?
Yep. Well, not just that exercise.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me explain to you.
The class would need to be 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Definitely sections.
But you're still doing your traditional lifts, like your squats, your deadlifts.
Oh, okay,
your bench.
okay.
We mix those in.
Yeah, you mix
That's
those
the gym
in,
version though. That's what they get.
Yeah. So at the facility, you're still mixing in your traditional lifts with these things. So if you're trying to get an idea of what it looks like, you might have a set of deadlifts, and then you're going to go to the lights. So now I'm fatigued from the deadlifts. I have to remember red, yellow, blue, green, and react.
Right.
That's a whole superset of that right there. So,
Gotcha.
like I said, always staying in that stressful state. But we give everyone in the class heart rate monitors too. So now you're seeing your results live time. So it's going to give us average heart rate, how many calories you're burning at that time too. So
Gotcha.
we're real analytical. We're looking to show you results every time you're stepping
Right,
into the
right.
facility.
The
People
clients
love that.
get real competitive with
Yeah.
that. Say, oh, I beat your time.
It's
Oh,
like
no, you didn't. I'm
it's
beat
like
you.
similar to the Orange Theory kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
That's like
You
our
get competitive.
nemesis.
I know, but
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
you have to recognize them. And
The-
But
the
there's
culture
no
of it,
respect.
yeah,
Definitely
yeah,
respect. They have a
yeah.
great concept. I definitely respect that.
right, right.
Yeah, the culture of it, yeah. Just having the results there live for you so you know how hard you need to push yourself. Even if you're over pushing yourself and we need to bring you back, having that stuff there is important.
Right, so analytics.
Yep.
I mean, that's the era we're in right now, too.
Very true. And the beauty of training that way too is we can have somebody from your soccer mom all the way to your professional athlete in one class, because now we got a gauge of, okay, who needs to be where and what they need to do too. So,
Right.
yeah.
That's really dope. So let's get to the business aspect of it now, because, you know, that's also, we are here to find out about your
Very
business,
true.
give you time to talk about it and stuff, but we also want to let people who know, who want to also open up businesses and stuff like that, you know, what are some of the steps that you had to take in order to really,
We talk about steps. We talk about like Empire State Building worth of steps. But to be real with you, my biggest thing is, because I tell my students at Broward College all the time, is you got to be willing to take an investment in you. Because often you see who's hiring. I need to find a job, but no one ever says, "Hey, I'm good at painting. Let me paint some pictures." Not saying give up your day job to paint, but paint some pictures and sell them. So invest in what you're good at and turn that into some kind of
Use
compensation.
your gift. Use your gift.
That's the first step.
listen, I'm a firm believer of that, like, you know, people are always looking to make an extra buck and stuff like that, and I was like, instead of like putting out resource, you know, like looking for outer resources, you know, kind of look within.
Exactly.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, what do you have here within you that you already love to do?
That should be the
can
first
make-
question you ask.
Yeah, that can get
Okay,
you.
what am I good at and I love?
That can get you some money. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You
Society
know?
pushes us elsewhere, and it goes back to faith and risk taking. Because I could be real with you, I could say this is all peaches and creams. I'm working with top MMA fighters, teaching college, but it doesn't start that way. A lot of people think if it doesn't happen that way the first day, you got to realize you're gonna fail. I like to say successful people fail way more than failures.
Oh, yeah.
Failures do.
Right.
And people have to be willing to take a risk and know that I can put everything I want into this and still get nothing, but know
Very true.
that eventually it's going to come. And that's what turns people away. Not saying they're not hard workers. I will never knock anyone. 'Cause 9-to-5 life, I've been there, done that. But at the point you have to say, I'm going
Yeah.
to take the gamble on.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit easier to take that fall if it's something that you love, because you know I can get right back up, and you know this is something that I love to do. So if I do take a loss in something with it, I can get right back up and just keep fighting. It's not just something I'm doing to make a check, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's good, man. Some good advice for the young entrepreneurs and people are looking to kind of branch out. How competitive is fitness now? With everybody
Put it
trying
like
to get it
this.
right.
We
you
in
know?
South Florida.
It's Pilates.
This
that.
is the home of sexy bodies. Let's be real.
Right.
You can throw a rock from where we sitting outside and hit probably 5 gyms.
Right.
So basically,
You're right.
You're niche, not even niche. I don't say the word niche because I don't want to even put myself in there as a niche. But you got to find what is your difference maker. What are you doing different? Even if it's something, it doesn't have to be a innovative, creative mind thing. No, but as long as it's something different from the next guy's doing.
Right.
It could be as simple as just bringing that culture to your studio. I used to have someone that told me this a long time ago. Anyone can, put dumbbells in a treadmill in a weight room, in a room, and that's a gym now. But it's that culture that you're bringing there. Are your clients happy to come here? Are they saying I'm going to the gym? Or are they saying I'm going to Mind.Body.1? So you got to bring that culture there. So
that's dope, man. And I like the.
Sorry, I was going to comment. Somebody asked, do you have classes in the Broward area?
As of right now, we are located in Boca Raton, but we're looking to branch out further south in the near future. So we will be keeping updates on that. And
what about, I have an idea, what about keeping like how they have boot camps, where you can maybe go
Like kind of mobile
in a parking lot on the
we actually
beach
consider
and do
that.
some outdoor stuff in a park where you don't have to worry about paying a rent there, and then you can do it in different areas where you can accommodate those people at least once a month or whatever,
Exactly.
until you can.
That's a great idea, Papa Keith. Actually,
Yeah.
great minds think alike, because me and Dante were just talking about this. So
Cool.
what
I
Papa
mean,
Keith
you know
just
what?
said
What
is
it,
a
you know what it
possibility.
is that we have, we do this Urban Pinot Monday for a reason. You know what I mean? And it's to me, I look at it, whether I never see you guys again in the history of life or I do,
We do.
you're a part of my network.
Yeah,
You're a part of a
Appreciate the
network
chance,
and a thing that we're doing here. So it's just that,
we
I
take
have
any
you on
idea.
here, I have you on here so you can share your ideas and your thoughts and your business with others and everybody there, but also so they could spark ideas and encouragement for them to, do things and start businesses like you do as well. So I've heard so many things along the way, so I'm not gonna just sit here and say, oh, well, we're moving. I'm like, nah, listen, this is what you should do,
Definitely.
and that's how we gotta work,
You have to,
as a people in order to, to knock down some
That's
of these
missing
barriers.
right now. You're right.
It
That
is.
It's missing right now.
It is, so.
Everybody wants to be the boss. You
Right.
Gotta be a Jordan and a pimping on the team.
Yeah, man. Bunch of Chiefs and no Indians. So that's good, man. But it's a pleasure having y'all. Can you give some information, let everybody know how to connect with y'all on social media and all these different
Okay.
things?
So on pretty much all social medias, you can find the company Mind.Body.1 at the Mind.Body.1. That's TheMindBody1, numeral 1, and that's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Personal emails, you can find me. I'm Nick Davenport, Mr. Mental Muscle. That's MrMentalMuscle. Mr. Mental Muscle.
Yep, man. For us also too on Instagram, go follow our shout out page, our mindset page. That's just for anyone who wants to, help promote us and let the world know what's going on. 'Cause it's not just a South Florida thing. We want to improve everybody's mind and body too. So check out the mindset page. Also, that's
The mindset. So
Yep.
TheMindSet. Sorry, I sound like Lil Boosie on that. Can I get some shout outs?
Yeah, go ahead.
Once again, first and foremost, I want to shout out my little girl Tiana. Daddy loves you. I want to shout out my mom and dad, because I didn't have the fortune to have a $100,000 investment, but they've done everything they can to help me along this journey. I'm grateful for them. My little brother Dion, DJ Diversity over in the corner.
Quavo?
Quavo in the building.
Reduce the name.
Dion Davenport.
Reduce the name, bro.
All my clients, all the clients, all of y'all. I know it's a lot of
This man
y'all.
giving out the gun.
I love all y'all, and everyone who tuned in on Facebook. I'm sorry that I kept y'all waiting. I gave them like 3:30 to come on. They were like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So everybody, Ed, Jared, all y'all. There's a lot of y'all. Sorry, but thanks.
All right, let's flick it up, man. Do you have the winner?
Yeah.
Put your foot over.
Yeah, so it's censored. You just do it, or like
You make
certain
it
boxers will use it, and the glove can hit it.
Oh,
and you tap it. Yeah.
So it's starting up, then boom. That's a red, yellow, green, blue.
Yeah, you just run your
Oh,
foot
okay.
over it.
Yep.
Oh, when they do the video, you should have them do that real quick.
Okay, cool.
In 1 minute.
Yeah, so let me just move it this way. Just move it this way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
vertical.
We're gonna be here. Yeah.
Okay.
You light them up?
Yep. You gonna light them up, right?
Yeah.
You light them up with the picture, right?
First.
Well, when we do the video.
Alright, ready? 1, 2. Another one.
We do the mind body.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
So
Alright.
you know how bodybuilders do the little flex. So we got
Gay
one.
shit, is it?
Nah.
Basically, you flex with on one arm, whatever arm you pick, and then you point to your brain with the other arm.
Oh, okay.
So that's it. Flex with one, brain with the other.
Oh, okay.
All right, so maybe we can do it like this.
Yeah.
Alright, we gotta do a title fight.
Boom.
Yeah, flash.
All right, video though. You can light it up.
So you doing this or I'm doing it?
Nah, just
oh,
going
we taking
no,
it with the
just
light.
vibing with it.
Oh,
Vibing
oh,
with it. Vibing with it. All right, you ready?
Alright, 1, 2.
Yo, what up? It's Papa Key for People Matter. We in the building here with Mind.Body.1. All right, they got their own situation going on here where they make the mind work with the body. How can people get in contact with you?
Find us on the Mind.Body.1 on social medias. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. Name is Mr. Mental Muscle, Nick D for short.
This is like a reggae dance.
Right?
Do the dance. Do the dance. So what is this called?
So this drill is called Ride GB, red, yellow, green, blue. But we can change the colors to whatever.
And how does it work?
So red, yellow, green, blue. So red, yellow, green, blue.
And that's the exercise.
You got to do it continuously, quick, fast, and
And
you got to
keeps your mind going.
And it's gonna change the order every time that you do it.
Love it. All right, that's what's up. Well, thank you, fellas.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having us.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, this is cool. Quavo, you good?
Yeah.
Used to get RG3 back in the day.
For real. RG3.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, but the Quavo for sure now. RG3 played out. Quavo
Oh,
for sure.
snap.
RG3 cheat on his girl.
All he got to do is put on them glasses. It's over.
yeah.
Slippery.
You doing everything, boy.
Nah.
We need to take a brother King Diamonds.
We ain't gonna have enough money though.
Everything.
All day.
He ain't gonna need no money.
They
boy.
gonna bring us
Just put on the shirt, them glasses he be wearing. Some weird shit.
Yeah, just give him the point.
A buckle with an initial on it, you good.
I appreciate that.
Hey,